Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we are going to take a look at this USB 2.0 extension cable, and this is the Amazon Basics USB 2.0 extension cable. The length of the cable is about 3 meters long or 9.8 feet. However, there are different sizes available depending upon your needs. But I think 3 meters is the longest cable that Amazon Basics sell. And this is what we are going to be testing in this video by connecting various things through it and checking how different devices perform when connected through this Amazon Basics extension cable. So without any further delay, let me just take the cable out and see how the cable looks from inside. And by the way, as always, Amazon Basics packaging is always brilliant, very easy to recycle, so that is something I really like. So let me take the cable out now. And that's pretty much what you get inside the box. No fuss, no literature, nothing. So let me keep the box aside for now. So now that the cable is out, right off the bat I can see that the cable feels decent quality. At least physically the cable feels a little thick, and the connectors also feels much better quality than I was expecting or than they were looking in the picture itself. So let me just open the cable first. The cable is open now. Let me get this side as well. Alright, so now that the cable is open, as I said in the beginning, of the one that I've got is the 3 meters long. So we will measure the length of the cable as well. Although 3 meter is not an ideal choice when it comes to USB 2.0 or any USB connector, I think the longer cable you are using, there's a high chance of you not getting a proper connection, or there may be some problem with a longer cables. So always go with the shortest cable possible that you need. However, I got this one just to check how this long cable performs, and if this 3 meter long cable performs any better, then I'm pretty sure that this shorter cable will perform much better. Now as you can see, this is the thickness of the cable. If I want to compare this to a normal USB-C charging cable, you can see the thickness is very significant when compared to a normal USB-C charging cable, as you can see here. Now the physical appearance and everything looks very good. If you are interested in the writings on the cable itself, so let me bring in the cable near the camera so that you can read what is written on top of the cable itself. So you can see it says Amazon Basics USB 2.0 cable for optimum data transfer, and there are some ratings and whatnot. AWM style 2725, 80 degrees Celsius, 30 volts. So this is what is written on top of the cable. Now right off the bat, when I'm holding the connectors in my hand, the connectors feels decent quality. The plastic has good finish to them and they have some heft to them, so the connector feels decent or good quality in my opinion. I've held many connectors before. These feel really good in my hand. Also on top of the connectors on the both sides, you will see that there is some sort of gold plating. This cannot be gold obviously, but nevertheless it does give the connector a premium look. The connectors, while I'm pressing the connector with my fingers trying to press this down, it feels good quality, not cheap. And also if you look at the top of the connectors, you will find that there is this epoxy encased Amazon Basics logo, which further gives the cable a premium look. So overall appearance and the quality while physically holding the cable in my hand feels good. Also on the box they claim that this is a 3 meter long cable, so let us measure that. So starting from the male end of the connector, let's see whether the cable is indeed 3 meters long or not. So I'm approaching the end of the cable now. We're about 290 centimeters, a little more. So as you can see, the cable is indeed 300 centimeters. That's about 3 meters long. So the length of the cable is indeed 3 meters long. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to be connecting through this cable is a USB light with a USB meter, and that should tell us how much power is dropping through the cable. So first I will connect the light directly to the power bank, and that will tell us how much power it is able to take from the power bank directly. Alright, so as you can see, the light is now working, and at the moment when the light is directly connected to the power bank, we are drawing about 1.8 watts of power or 4.9 volts at 0.3 amperes. So this is the power that we are drawing, about 1.8 watts when the USB light is directly connected to the power bank. Now let me connect the light using the extension cable, and that should tell us what is the power drop when we are connecting the light through the Amazon Basics extension cable. So connecting, the cable is now connected, and as you can see, the voltage has dropped a little bit. The current is more or less the same, but there is a little bit of drop in the power that we are now getting. So there's a drop of about 400 to 300 milliwatt. So this is the power drop in this USB 3 meter long Amazon Basics extension cable, but the light is still working really well. Alright guys, so now let us connect the extension cable on our computer. So what I'm using here is a 9 to 8 years old computer. So the USB ports on these computers are very old. However, if you are using a newer computer or any other computer, I'm pretty sure the cable will perform much better than the cable will perform on this computer, because this computer is very old and most of the USB ports are already worn out. The other thing I want to mention here is that if you are using a very long cable, extension cable, then I prefer to connect the extension cable on the back side of the computer directly on the motherboard instead of connecting the cable on the front ports. Because as you can see, the front ports are further connected using a wire, and then they are connected to your motherboard there. So this length of wire is again also adding to the length of the wire. So let me just connect the extension cable at the back and let's see what happens then. So the cable is now connected. The connectors are decent quality, so they went in without any problem. Also, the computer is very old, so my USB ports are also a little loose, so there is also that. Alright, so now that our Amazon Basics extension cable is connected, let us see and connect a webcam and see whether this webcam will work or not. Now the webcam that I'm using is the Logitech C270 HD 720p webcam, and this is a very popular webcam that you can buy in the market. This is almost available everywhere on the planet. So if this camera works with the USB extension cable, a 3 meter long extension cable, I'm pretty sure any other camera will also work with 3 meters or shorter cable as well. So I've got the webcam here as well, and one thing to consider here is that the webcam also came with 1.5 meter long cable, and sometimes this length of the cable can be a little short because sometimes people are using bigger monitors, and with bigger monitors, mounting the webcam on top of the monitor can be a little difficult because the cable doesn't reach all the time, especially when you're using your CPU cabinet at the bottom. So let's see whether this USB extension cable help us in that case or not. So I've got the extension cable here. The cable is 3 meters long, and we are further connecting a 1.5 meter long cable of the webcam. That gives us the range of about 4.5 meters, and that's a fairly big range when it comes to a webcam. So you can pretty much able to put your webcam anywhere you want across your room. So if this works, then it should be really helpful for a lot of people. So the webcam is now connected. We are not seeing any light here first because the webcam is not working in any software. So let me open up software. So as you can see, this is the software that we are going to be using, a screen capture software. So let me just select our webcam, which is already selected for us. Let me click on. As you can see, the webcam is now displaying. If I click the window a little bigger, so with the bigger window, you should be able to see the webcam is now displaying. So it is working without any problem. And you can see that despite using a 4.5 meter long cable, 1.5 meter with the webcam and the 3 meter long Amazon Basics extension cable, there's not a lot of lag there. So let me point the webcam at the bottom. You will see that I'm pointing the webcam towards this USB Wi-Fi dongle. And as you can see, as I'm moving the Wi-Fi dongle, you can see this is the lag that we are experiencing. So the webcam is working despite using such a long cable. So that is your answer, whether if you are interested in using this cable to increase the length of your webcam, whether that will work or not. I am using a Logitech C270 webcam and it is working without any problem. So there is that. Alright, so the third thing that we are going to be testing with this Amazon Basics extension cable is a USB flash drive. So I'm using a SanDisk 64GB USB 3.0 flash drive. First, I will connect the flash drive directly on my computer, measure the speed using crystal disk mark, then I will connect the same drive using the Amazon Basics extension cable, and that should tell us what is the transfer speed we are getting when the USB is connected directly or when the USB pen drive or flash drive is connected through the Amazon Basics extension cable. So let me just first plug in the cable directly to my computer. Alright, so let us connect the pen drive directly to the computer first. So the pen drive is now connected. Let us do a test using the crystal disk mark. As you can see, our pen drive is detected, which is the H drive there. You can see, close this window, and here is the crystal disk mark. So as you can see, we've already selected the H drive. Now let me click on the all, and that should give us the transfer speed when we are using the pen drive directly connected to the computer. Let me click on all, and we'll come back when the test is finished. Alright, so the test is finished when the pen drive was directly connected to the computer. We'll come back to this once we test we're done with the test when the pen drive is connected using the extension cable. Alright, so now let us do the same test again. Let us connect the same flash drive using the Amazon Basics extension cable now. Now the cable is now connected. Let's open the crystal disk mark again. So the crystal disk mark is again open again. Again we're selected the H drive. Now click on all. Now we'll come back when the test is finished, and then we will compare the result when the flash drive was directly connected to the computer, and now when the flash drive is connected through the Amazon Basics extension cable. Alright, so the test is finished when the flash drive was connected using the Amazon Basics extension cable. Now let us put both the results side by side and see what is the difference that we are getting. Alright, so here is the speed result side by side. You can see on my left side I've got the result when the pen drive or the flash drive was connected directly to the computer. On the right side we've got the result when the flash drive was connected through the Amazon extension cable. In this case you can see there is not much difference between the two. In fact, in some regards I got a little better speed on the Amazon extension cable compared to when the flash drive was connected directly. So overall I would say there was not much of a difference in terms of transfer speed when the flash drive was connected through the Amazon extension cable and when the flash drive was connected directly to the computer. So this was my result using the Amazon Basics 3 meter long extension cable while connected with a flash drive. So there is that. Alright, so another thing that we will connect through this USB extension cable is a small Wi-Fi adapter. In older computers we know that we don't have Wi-Fi, or if you have a desktop computer, many budget oriented motherboard don't come with inbuilt Wi-Fi. So to get Wi-Fi in those computers we use such type of products, but the problem with these products is that they connect directly to the USB ports, and which can be a little problematic sometimes because the angle of the antenna or the placement of the USB dongle is so close to the computer that getting good signal is very difficult. So you can use an extension cable and plug your Wi-Fi dongle that way to get better speed. So let's see whether this will work through the extension cable or not. And this is one of the main reason I got this cable for. So what I'm planning to do is increase the length of the Wi-Fi dongle, so I will be able to place this anywhere where I'm getting better signals. So let me just plug it there. So it is now plugged in. So if I flip this over, you will see that we are getting a blue colored LED. And if we take a look at the computer itself, there is my computer. If I zoom it in, should be able to see that we are getting that Wi-Fi symbol there without any problem. And as you can see, I'm already connected to a network. So let us do a quick speed test. So I'm going to go to fast.com and click on enter. So as you can see, we are running a simple speed test. So let us wait for the speed test to finish, and then we'll do the same test using when the Wi-Fi dongle is connected directly to the computer. Alright, so as you can see, the test is finished when the Wi-Fi dongle was connected to the Amazon Basics cable. We're getting about 1 megabits per second, and upload speed is about 400 kilobits per second. Now let us connect the dongle directly to the computer ports and let us measure the speed then. So let us connect the Wi-Fi dongle here, and as you can already see, because of the antenna on the Wi-Fi dongle, it is already causing some problems with the cables that are already there. So it is a little problematic connecting the Wi-Fi dongle directly there, but I'm gonna try my best. I think it is connected now. Alright, so I've connected the Wi-Fi dongle to the computer, and because the Wi-Fi dongle is now very close to the ground, we are likely to get bad signals comparatively. So let us do the speed test now. So I'm click on there. Now let us wait for the test to finish. So as you can see, our test is finished and we are getting significantly lower speed compared to when the Wi-Fi dongle was connected using the extension cable, because with the extension cable we were able to put the dongle at a higher place, but without the extension cable we are forced to connect the Wi-Fi dongle directly to the computer, and because the computer is sitting very close to the ground, we are not getting good signals. So this was my testing of the Wi-Fi dongle using the Amazon Basics extension cable. And the final thing that we are going to be testing with this extension cable is connecting a printer, which is most of the people do. They like to put their printer away from their main computer. So I've already connected the cable. So here is the printer cable. So let me connect the cable now, and let's see whether it works or not. So the printer is now connected. Let's see whether it is displaying on our computer or not. As you can see, our printer is detected, which is the Canon MP140 series printer. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scanning an image, and that will tell us whether the printer is working or not. So I'm going to be scanning this image of this FLIR camera, a thermal camera. So let me just put this on the scanning bed. So it is now there, and close the bed. And if we take a look at here, if we right click on the printer, you will see I'm getting different option. I will click start scan. Here I can change the profile. Instead of doing that, I will just click on scan and wait for the printer to scan. So as you can see, it is working. You can probably hear the sound of the printer. Let's see whether we get a proper image or not, or whether our printer gives us an error. So as you can see, the image was scanned. The folder is now open. Let me open it. And here is the scanned image, and let me show you the image that we've just scanned. So here is the original document, and here is the scanned image. So our printer is also working. Alright guys, so this was my video on the Amazon Basics USB 2.0 extension cable. The one that we've tested in this video is the 9.8 feet long or 3 meter long cable. We've connected different devices in this video. We connected a printer, we connected a USB flash drive, we also connected a Wi-Fi, a dongle. For some people who want to extend the range of their Wi-Fi dongle, they can do that with this cable. Now in this video we tested the 3 meter long cable, and the only reason I went with the longer cable is because I was curious myself whether a 3 meter long cable will work or not. But as you saw in the video, it worked flawlessly. Although I will still recommend that you get the shortest cable possible, because a longer cable may or can give you problem with some computers or some USB devices and peripherals. Also with older computers which have older USB ports, damaged or worn out USB ports, a longer cable can give some problems with those USB ports. So having a shortest cable will give you the best transfer speed and better reliability overall. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.